with whatever documentation or image we have created. And first, let's discuss on that, and then we'll continue. Yep, I started the recording, and yep, please start.
Okay.
Sanju, just to give you an information, on Friday we gave two use cases. One is client security hash, the second one is generate yearly report. So if you complete both, you will be granted with a UiPath Advanced Developer Certification.
Okay,
Okay.
understand.
Okay. So that was the use case that we are discussing. But
Mhm.
normally you can get the code online anyhow. The main reason is how you can think on completing it in a project way.
Okay.
Okay. Like you can just get the code as well, but how can you understand the problem statement, create that flow charts, make sure that we have all the requirements, everything.
Okay. Yeah, in fact, I had spoken to Ajay on this. He had actually, so he had given me some ideas, but I just, I just couldn't do it. So I thought maybe today's session, when I'm here, I'll be able to
Sure.
go through it and do it.
Okay. Ajay, can you please show the
Yes,
image?
sir.
What exactly I think?
So, um, so I have followed some client secretaries documents. So in that, I have prepared a separate folders about separate folders for the
First, let's explain the use case. Use
right.
case through an image. That would be great. Then we can go
Mm,
further. Yeah. Without, so you have done it without queues or with queues?
without queues.
Okay.
So first of all, shall I open the screen? I'm in open browser.
You can go through the image. I think that should be enough.
Okay then. So first of all, we need to open the Acme account. So with our credentials, if not, you need to sign up. So once we log into the Acme credential, we need to go to the work items. One second, guys. So once you log into this page, you need to go to the work items here. So once you log into the work items, we need to extract all the data. So all the data like let's say 12 pages data. So we need to extract all the data on these 12 pages. So once you got all the data, we need to filter uh, work item 5. So whatever type will be showing here, work item 5, we need to open this. We need to we need to change the status as a completed. So primarily it is in the open position. So if you once you open this uh, so update work item, so here we need to add a comment and we need to give the status as a completed. So once you just completed, it will show as a completed like this. So we need to do all the pages for the work item file. So for after filtering the work item file, we need to check whether it exists or not. So once if the work item file exists as a open, so we need to go and get the client ID, name, and country. Um, so once you click on this, we need to get the client ID, client name, and client country. So once you got the client ID, client name, country, we need to open the HHM1 website. So this is the website here. So we are going to paste those three datas: ID, name, and country in here. So like this. So once you got the here, so once you paste it here, we need to extract the output value which is given by the SH1 website. So for example, if I give like this, if you need to click on the hash, it will give the result like this. So we need to copy the result and we need to we need to go to the back and we need to update the work item here. Once you got the result there, you go back to work item and update the result and set status as a completed. So after once the status is completed, again it will go to the second value. So like that we are going to we need to go to the all the pages and we need to set the W work item 5 as a completed.
Okay.
So this is the flow. So meanwhile in the init state. So before starting this, I have created some process. I mean, first for everything, I have created separate process for opening the system one login process. I mean, that Acme process and the SH1 online process. So first of all, uh, in the system one for the Acme login, I have created a login credentials here for the separate a separate process. So once you go into this, it will show as a I get the credentials from the asset. So here we are going to use the I mean we are giving the URL and
Can you
password
show
and
get
username.
credential activity, get credential workflow once?
Which one was it? This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does this flow shows?
This is a get credential. I mean in the assets I have stored the credentials, username and password. So from there I have got the credentials here.
Okay. Yeah, continue, continue. We'll do it later.
Yeah. So first of all, I have opened the browser here. I'm passing the URL here and maximize window and we are giving the email and we are giving the password. So this is the one of the process. So after that, I have created the close process also separately. So for all the if all the work is done, we need to close the browsers. So here I have done the that. So again, let's finish the. This is the client info. So before going that, so this is to navigate to work item file. So this is the other flow. In this flow, I am just clicking the work items here. So for this, I have created a separate sequence. So after getting into the work items, we need to get the data, all the data. So for that, yeah, I have get another flow. This is the system data. I mean extracting data by using the data scraping. So here I have scratched all the 12 pages data. So once you got this data, once you got this data, mm, yeah. Uh, so this is the data which I got, and after that, I have created for the another flow to get the client ID and client name and client country. So this is the other sequence which I have created. And one more thing is that. Uh, Yeah, these are work item details. So to go to the each row. So I have created a separate row to, I mean, to get into this page after completion of the first row of data. So we need to go to the second row. So to get into the second row, I directly given as URL. I pass the URL like URL and work items, and I have passing the code. I mean, passing the work ID number here, which we extract data from the Acme page. So I'm passing directly that ID. So it will give the direct page open of this work item details, work item ID. So and after that, I have created the work item, updating the work items. So once you got into this, I need to update the work items here. So for that, I have created the under flow. So this is the flow which I created for the updated work items. So this is for the Acme side, and same for the SHA one side also I have created separate flows here. So this is the to open the SHA to open the SHA one side. I have passed the URL, maximize the window, and this is the close. This is the separate flow, and this is the hash code which I am passing the values which I got from the Acme site. So I'm just based the type into I have given this uh, text box and passing the value here and clicking on the hash and getting the output value by using the get test or get full test or anything else. So this thing I have done separate flow for this all these things. So once you got all the flows, I got the main.xml here. I am placing all those. I'm passing all those process by invoking here. So first of all, we are reading the config file here. So in the config sheet,
Okay. So let's assume that you are explaining it to a business user. You shouldn't explain all these code activities uh,
okay,
in this particular flow. Okay. If it is a business user, but if it is a code review like how we are doing, that's fine. Okay.
okay, okay, that's right.
Okay. I think we got it. So I just want you to do one small activity. We have the code, sorry, the workflow in the task capture, right?
Uh,
Can you please open that? Yeah. Okay, now we have built the complete code. Anju, did you understand the flow?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got flow.
fine. So what I want is I want this flow to be converted using RE framework states.
Okay. Okay. Understand.
Okay, so you be a driver for Ajay, and Ajay will do as whatever you say. And
Okay.
Ajay, since you have completed the code, you should know if she is doing it correctly or not.
okay, that's right, sure.
Okay, let's start with the streamline.
I need to do.
Start with swimlane. Add a swimlane from the top and edit. Go back, edit. Yep, insert swimlane horizontal. Yeah, so this is initialization. In the same way, add all the values and just make sure that it's completed in RE framework structure.
Okay,
Yeah, so Anju should tell you, not you should not do it
okay,
on yourself.
okay, okay.
Okay. So the first stage will be the init stage.
Okay,
In that, uh, mm, so login Acme with credentials will start there.
okay.
But before that, open browser, should we add?
No, these are not activities, right? This is flow.
Okay. Okay. Understood. So here, mm, Ajay, can you go down a little bit for me? Thank you.
One sec, sorry.
Go to work item.
Okay, okay,
Then next will be get data, or next. No, no. We will do it in the get data. Next.
that's it. In the init state.
Mm.
Okay,
So get
Here
transaction
we will.
data is what you're referring to. Get data as.
Yes.
Okay, can you guide it completely? Get transaction data or sequence.
Okay.
I
So
just
here we
write get transaction data instead of get data.
okay.
Okay, so what is this used for?
here we will extract the all the data from Acme.
Okay. So is it correct, Ajay?
Mm,
No, actually we are doing in the init state only.
init state itself.
Why are we doing it in the init state?
You're asking me, Vajra?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after just we need to extract data. From the data, we are going to filter the work item file, and in the transition data, we are passing the value row by row. I mean, whatever we extracted the work item file. For example, out of 12 pages, there are 10 items there. So we are passing one by one. So that passing the value will be done in the transaction data. But extracting the values, all the value, extracting all the pages and filtering will be done in the init state.
Init first run.
So this is done only one time.
Only one time, and it is first run.
Okay, understand. So the extract, all the data will come there. Then filtering of work item 5, that also will be there itself. Open item exist.
Yeah.
That we will move to the get transaction, or no, that also you will not, right? Because as per from the time you're entering the data only you're doing it in the grid transaction. So open item exist also will come in init stage.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Then this open work item and extra client name, client ID, name, country, that will come in transaction data. Get transaction data.
Is it correct?
Is it
No,
correct?
no. It will come in the process state.
Get transaction data will get you only one row. It will not do any process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Mm. Then maybe we can make the init portion a little bit bigger.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. Uh, process. Ajay, correct me if I wrong. Open item exists. That will also be in our init stage, right?
No, see, we are passing the value, right? If the after filtering the data, if the work item file first item is exist, we are sending the data into the process data to process. So we are sending data here from here.
Okay.
Okay. If it not exist, I mean, if the data is all, if all data is completed or whether it is not exist, it will come to the end process. So it will come into the get transaction data only. From here, we are passing the data here, the work item file.
Okay. So in process data, it will be open work item and extract client name and country.
So what happened with this Open SHA1 website? Where it should come?
It will be in the init one, right?
Correct. So cut it and paste it in the init.
You can type either one here.
I know. I maybe in the tag, right? The arrow you can just pull one more from there. From local Acme credentials. From there you can pull one tag.
Before login only, we are going to open the SSN website also.
Yeah.
So do one thing. First open SHA website, then log in.
Okay.
Okay.
See, that's fine. Lines you can, even if it crosses over something, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think
Uh,
we can understand.
So after opening work item 5, are you going back to init state?
No, we can. We don't have to link it here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. This also will come under process data.
Just you can drag and drop. Yeah, even that will work. Okay.
That will be in our end process. No, no. It will be in the same, right? Process data itself, because uh, end process will happen once all the. Just pull the status as completed little bit side, and then I think it will come.
Press Control Z. Press Control Z. Again. Again. Yeah, this is enough. This is enough. Okay. So end process comes in process data.
Okay, complete the separate.
End
Import.
process. End process.
Why did it delete?
I'm just adding the closing browser and closing browsers.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, is this correct? Anju?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. But why do we have open work item 5 in get transaction data?
Um, okay, this one, open file extra data. That will come in process data, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it will come to process data only. Sorry.
And enter your extracted data will come in get transaction. No. No, that is also not there. Okay, here only get transaction. Okay.
Why there is a double arrow?
Hmm.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So is this correct now?
Yes.
It looks correct.
Yeah, and it is correct. Okay, so in first run, see, there is one thing that we'll do is first run also we'll open um, login. We'll have a login to your credentials
Mm.
and extract all the data. And init all applications again we'll log in once more. The main
Okay.
reason is once we extracted data, let's assume that the browser closed or if any exception happens, init all
Okay.
applications will initialize again, right? Instead of
Oh,
system exception.
yeah,
So this
correct.
code we need to write it again in init
Init. Okay.
twice. And open SHA1 website should also be there in init.
Okay, understand.
Okay. So how did you feel, Ajay, about doing everything in yourself?
Yeah, it is great experience, Vajran. Actually, this much of long code I had never done
Okay.
as my own.
Okay.
So yeah, it is feeling. I want to do that one also. The second one you have told, right? Some hash code. That
Yeah.
also I need to.
It's a yearly generate yearly report.
Right, right. Even I will do that one also.
Okay, okay. See, don't expect me to sit and make you write each and every activity because if we do that, then this particular
Yeah,
training program will be of no use, right?
right, right.
Those things you can do, but whatever we are discussing, something when I am available, so that you cannot do it on yourself. Okay, so export this particular image and save it. Hopefully, you learned more within a week. So this is RE framework in RE framework without queues.
Third,
Queue. It's not without queue. It's
uh,
without queues, right? Okay. So what if we add items to queue? Then how this will change?
okay.
So what's
So
your idea? How can we change this? Hi Krishna.
okay, test all the data. We are pushing data. I mean, we are storing the data in the Excel sheet, and we are pushing the Excel sheet into the queues.
No,
So from the no,
no. So after filtering the data, that will be in data table, right?
right. After filtering data in data table,
Yeah, you can directly use bulk add queue items.
yeah, we can use the bulk queue items.
So there will not be any Excel that will come in place.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Yep. Yep.
okay, fine. So Krishna, hi.
Hi, bro.
Have you worked on this use case, Krishna?
Yeah, completed.
Completed. Okay, can you please quickly explain to the other team members? Take 10 minutes of time. I'll come back.
Okay.
Hi, Krishna. Maybe you can share your screen and show us.
Krishna, hello. Krishna, unmute చేయి mute లో ఉన్నావు.
Share ayyinదా? Audible? I'm audible or not?
Yes, you're audible.
PC very slow.
Guys, what happened?
Nothing. My PC very slow. I will explain.
Okay, fine. Let's take a break and then let's go to the next project with APIs. Krishna?
Okay.
Yeah. So just send out the image as well as the flow how you have created, and then we'll
Uh,
review it.
okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. So how many of you know how to use APIs and all?
I don't know.
Okay,
No,
Anju.
no,
Okay,
no.
so one of the important interview questions that you can get is with respect to the APIs as well, like
Mm,
how you have used different APIs and how to pull the data and all. Okay,
mm, mm.
so
Okay.
first I'll give you a small demo or a quick demo on how to do it.
Mhm.
Then we'll go ahead and see how we can implement those or what is a idea to work along with RE framework and APIs.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, um, Fine. Krishna, let's stop the screen share from you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. And so let me know once you're able to see the screen, then we'll continue.
Yes, Vajra.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Switch account. Okay. New channel. Okay. So I do have a complete playlist on APIs.
Okay.
Okay. So let's use the same so that you can also revise as well as will. So these are enough for you to quickly go ahead and understand all the details. Okay. So let's add it in the team notes.
The last day's team notes was not updated, I think. Or
Let's see.
it's not.
What did we discuss in
I,
the last team notes?
at me, I think that was not uploaded here, I think.
Okay. Ajay already made changes in this.
Yeah, that was for the earlier one.
Okay, let's quickly see through. Okay, it's 22nd, 22nd, 20th,
21st.
21st. Okay, I'll check and I'll update.
Thank you so much.
Okay. But
Yeah.
we have the video as well, right? So if you two, if you want, you two can go ahead and do it.
I didn't get the update from the video also. That's why I was having a little difficulty to
Okay, got
follow.
got it, got it.
Mm.
Okay, so convert. So yes, Control B. Okay, I think I guess we have what we did. So on the last day we discussed on Acme website.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. So day 9 will update, that is 21st, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
So if possible, you two can go ahead and do it. That's fine. Day 10. So today is 24th.
Right.
So we discussed on converting SHA, client security hash in RE framework, right? RE framework along with code discussion, code review.
Mm.
Okay. Now we are going with APIs.
Okay.
So I'll copy it and paste it. Okay, and so here we have some details, and let's go with it. So these are the three websites that I have,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so that you can work, and there is already code on how to use link queries. So we will also be working on link queries this time.
Okay.
Link queries in the sense database, right?
It's not about database, it's how you query a data. For
Okay.
example, if there are 100 rows, how you can
Okay.
query that using link queries.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how it is, and okay, let's cancel.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, okay, great. We got it here. So first one is random user generation. Okay, and the second one is food enforcement FDA. Third one is nasa.api.gov. Okay, so whenever there is an interview or discussion about these, you will have
Mm.
majorly few questions on this. What is authentication method? What authentication method have you used? So there are three authentications. First one is no authentication. Okay. Second one is username and password. Third one is bearer token. Okay. So in this, first and second one are with no authentication. The third one is with bearer token. Okay. So let's go ahead and understand what are the different authentication methods. So what is meant by no authorization, no authentication?
Just directly we are.
So whenever
It
we
is.
try to make a API call, there is no need for us. Oh, sorry, what is this?
So,
Random
Rudra, what exactly API is? I mean,
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so the data that you are seeing here, okay, this is with a proper UI. Is it right?
right.
Okay, But um, when you communicate between, see, here we are, let's go with Google Flights. Okay, so when you open Google Flights and if I search from, let's say I search from Hyderabad, Telangana to New Delhi. Okay, and the date is 8th, or yeah, I will select 8th. Done. Can you see that there are different flights options available? SpiceJet, Go First, Air
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
Okay, now who do you think will maintain these details? Is Google gonna maintain these details, or who will maintain these details?
They're fetching it from the respective websites.
Okay, you mean to say that Google is going into spicejet.com, and is it doing something like this? So first it will navigate it to spicejet.com. Then whatever we type in, like we typed in from Hyderabad to Delhi, right? Oh, so it will type in at the background in their machines. Will it type in Hyderabad to Delhi, and the dates also, will it select like this?
I don't think so.
Okay, then it will search flight, and will it filter only the results and will it give me? So is this going to happen within every second that we are going to do, and how many requests are we going to make?
Mhm.
So that cannot be done, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what API will return? It will return two types of data. Okay, so API can always return two types of data. First one is JSON, second one is XML. So why only these two? Okay, see, we are going to and fro between different concepts here, but to make it understand, a JSON is a structure of key and value pairs that is enclosed inside a flower bracket. Do you know dictionary?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so a dictionary will have a word and its meaning, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can it have a different word too and meaning? Can it have word 3 and meaning?
Yeah.
So, see, now I'm saying that everything is in a proper structure that a machine can understand. Okay, now if I go back to this random user, okay, so just observe the details over here. I'll do one small thing. I'll open Notepad plus plus. I have, so I'm just copying the data, okay, and then Control V, plugins, JSON viewer, Ormet JSON viewer, uh, so this. Okay, so can you observe now that there is a structure for this result?
Yes, Sujiro.
So what is the structure? So every time I make, I'll get a name, and in that name, I'll have title first and last names. I'll also get location, but this structure belongs to only random user.me. Okay. Now, if I try to make a different API call, okay. So I have given you three APIs, right? So let's
Right.
go with the second one. So this is FDA. So when I make a API call, I mean when I make a HTTP call, API call in the sense HTTP call. So am I getting some results? You can also try this in your browsers. Okay. Now, if you observe properly, can you observe this structure? How many results does it have?
21767.
Okay. But how many results is it showing now? We have sent a limit of 10.
Okay.
Okay. So now each and every result will be in a proper structure. Like country, this is one result. We have country again. We have country again. So again, after country, we have city in the first one, city in the second one, so city in the third one. Now, who is creating this structure? And why is it giving utility details? Okay, so to make the details or data available everywhere, they cannot send the complete website to other machines. All they require is only the information. Do they require anything else?
No information need.
Okay, so if Google wants some data, like, okay, I want flight details and from Hyderabad to Delhi, okay, and if this makes an API call, okay, it will SpiceJet will return back the details. Like these are the details that I have, okay, and this is the information. Now Google is sorting itself on best departing flights, so it is converting the data.
Okay.
So one more example that I can give. So can we go with Paytm movies? Okay. So will Paytm maintain all the movie list? It cannot maintain, right?
No.
So where is it getting the data from? It is getting the data from the theaters, or it can get the data from a provider, data provider.
Mm.
Okay. So that is the reason when we are booking the ticket, it was able to show us like, okay, these seats are available at this particular time. Can you see?
Mm. Okay.
Now when I make a click over here, this will send back stating that, okay, I want this particular seat to be booked and the payment is made
Okay.
with so and so confirmation. Now,
Mm.
Paytm will not send all this website, right? What it will send? It will send the data like date, time, and the seat number.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this communication between machines happen using APIs.
Okay.
APIs will not have a front end UI. It will have only the information.
Mm.
Now, there are how machines will understand one another is what the answer need to be taken. See, the
Mm.
structure is created by the developers.
Okay.
Okay, but they will give the structure stating that, okay, when you make a HTTP call, I will give you these details. You can do whatever you want with this data.
Okay.
Okay, see, I can add it either to a Excel sheet if I want, or I can upload it into Orchestrator, or I can create some report out of it. Who's stopping me?
Mm.
No one is
Okay.
stopping me, right?
Mm.
Okay. So for that reason, to make the communication between two applications easier, we are making this APIs. But just assume if thousands and lakhs of requests can be made within a second, will servers crash?
Mm.
There will be overburden for a server, right?
Yes.
Every time you make a HTTP call, there is a resource that is available for you to give a response.
Mm.
And if the
Okay.
response is not available, business will be down. If Paytm asks for a request, and for example, if SpiceJet website is down, so will SpiceJet get a business from Paytm?
No.
No.
So
No.
there should be some cost that is incurred to keep that servers running.
Yes.
Now, how can we control it? How can we make sure that the request comes from authenticated source?
Okay.
See, when you open Facebook, I cannot
Mm.
view your page or
Correct.
your personal details. Is it right?
Correct.
So in the same way, APIs also will have their own usernames and passwords, just like a
Okay.
regular user account.
Mm.
So along with this request, if we send username and password, then
Mm.
we can say that okay, this is from a proper resource, okay, and
Oh.
I need to reply back. So if the username and password are incorrect, what can I do?
The data will not be provided.
I can just ignore with the request. There is no need for me to work on that request. Is it right?
Correct.
Okay. One more example. Here, we have team members who joined our training program. Now, one more person can come in and a, ask for a question. Now, whom will I prioritize? Will I prioritize someone who is not in the program, or will I prioritize someone who already paid it and who are required to listen this session? Whom will I prioritize?
Prior to the ones who have joined in.
Exactly. So I made that rule that okay, whoever pays, they need to listen this particular training program.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my authorization. This is my authentication method. In the same way, APS also will try to authenticate using
Okay.
passwords as well as bearer token. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, done. So let's go ahead and see what's there in our this one. So were you able to understand the different APIs?
Mm. Yes.
Okay, and the auth methods? I will tell you bearer token later, but were
Yes.
you able to understand? So what is no auth?
They are not having any user ID and password. So
No authentication is
username.
available. You can
No. No
directly
authentication. Yeah.
access. Okay,
We can directly access it.
okay, fine. So I want everyone to go ahead and quickly watch, not now immediately, but watch this playlist, at least the first and second one, and come tomorrow for our session.
Okay.
Can you do that,
Okay.
guys? Please,
Yeah.
Sure,
because
Lord.
that will lay the foundation properly for us so that we can discuss more on this. Because this is a new topic, I want you to set some uh, background first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So that's it for today. So any questions? How many of you started applying for the jobs?
Not yet.
So don't make this mistake again, Anju, because if you start applying for the jobs immediately, then you will get to know that in this training program is completely different from answering the interview.
Mm.
I've also said that we will discuss on the interviews as well, right? Interview and how to, what are the mistakes you are making and how to correct them. But I can only do that if you attend the interviews and tell that, okay, this is where I am failing.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, Ajay and Krishna, for you too.
Sure, sure, Vasu.
Uh, Prepare those resumes and apply for them. See, first interview, you may not get it, but that attending first interview is always important so that you can continue further.
Okay.
It's-
Okay, okay.
Here the process is a little bit longer, so I'm not sure if like we apply, it takes around 3 weeks to process one application result. It's
Apply,
quite slow.
apply in India. See, you're not applying to go ahead and sit in India to do a job, right? You are applying to get the interview.
Okay.
Okay, so be a